tell us how it came about and what the kind of idea behind it was.
Okay, so we're a fairly new school, so we're in our 6th year, and the school was part of Building Schools for the Future programme, and the strategy behind it was to bring two diverse communities together, two distinct communities together, so an Asian heritage community and a white British community. So we came together under one roof. When the school opened, there were surplus places. So as we had new arrivals to the country and they settled here in Blackburn, there were places for them here at Blackburn Central High School. So we very quickly became an even more diverse and rich, culturally rich community, with in excess of probably 50 languages here at Blackburn Central. So what we do is we celebrate our culture. So the minute anybody comes to our school, we make sure that they are welcomed and that they are valued and that they have that opportunity to share their story and their journey in their life to date. And we make sure that that is shared throughout the curriculum. So wherever we go in the school, whether it's maths, whether it's art, whether it's English, whether it's RE, there are opportunities to share cultural heritage and to ensure that our students learn about each other and that we mix and we understand each other. It's all about us being different but being equal. And
now the report today mentions a couple of specific things that you've got kind of great examples of. So for they're talking about getting a lot of women from diverse backgrounds into work, and there's a real push on English language. So if you could just tell me the two things that you do that we talked about in the live, and so the fact that you're teaching mums and dads lessons as well, and also the fact that you have this special group set up to teach kids English before they do those classes. So how is what you're doing basically exactly what the government is trying to put forward?
okay, so there's two things, two key ingredients. One of the key ingredients is when the children arrive who've got very little or no English at all, it's so important that we develop that quickly. So we have a special unit in school which we call our English as an additional language unit, and children work with an amazing team of staff there who bring up to speed their language very, very quickly, and at the same time show them what life is like in northwest Britain here. And in addition to that, we know that working in the community is incredibly important, and it's the heart of what we do. So working with the community and developing the skills of our community. So one of the things we do is we run adult literacy classes for mums where they can come in and they can talk, and just recently they've sat their first qualification in functional skills, which is amazing, and now we're moving on to numeracy. That's one of the things we do. The other thing we do is we also capitalise on a lot of the talent in our community. So we get a lot of volunteers who come and work in our school, and it's sort of reciprocated because they come and work for us, but what we give them is a rich experience and something that they can add to their CV, so it develops their confidence, their self-esteem, and enables them to go out into the job place and provide skills into the workplace community.
Fantastic. So we've got this report today, £50 million being put forward to basically create a community like yours. To what extent do you think this is enough, and what do you think will make it fall right?
Okay, first of all, I think you can't get away from communities like this need the resources to be able to bring together those different cultures. And we do it here at Blackburn Central through the amazing talented staff that I've got who just go that extra mile. But there's a limit to how far that can take you. So the money will be very welcome to help drive through some of those initiatives even further and to support our families in the community even more. But my question would be, how can we spread that across the whole country and ensure that it has that impact for families across the whole of our country?
So what do you think the government, if you could pick one thing, what do they need to do to ensure this works? Is it more money, or is it more drive? Is it more...
The two key ingredients. One, I always look for passion in staff. I always look for people who want to make that difference. So I will talk time and time again about how important it is that you have that drive and commitment to make a difference to young people's lives. Because if you work here in Blackburn Central, you go that extra mile, and that's what I expect, because our young people, as all young people, deserve that. So that's one thing, it's that passion and that drive. And two, it is about having some support for resource, some money for resource to enable us to reach out and do all the things that we know need to happen. And at the moment we do that through volunteering, through my staff going that extra mile, and sometimes running themselves ragged to reach out into the community. So to do those extra literacy lessons, to take those students on those cultural visits, that's all done through their goodwill. So this money will help to kickstart that really even further. But as I say, is it going to be enough?